It doesn't matter if you've been on YouTube for a really long time or if you are just getting started. There's a really good chance that there's something in this video that you don't know. And the reason that I'm saying that is because the type of content that I make, I have a very unique opportunity to get a bunch of content creators asking me questions, a bunch of content creators trying to have me help them do different things with their YouTube channels. I get tons of insights into the things that content creators typically know at scale and things that they typically don't know at scale. So because of that, I put together this list of things that you probably don't know about YouTube. And we're starting right now. The very first thing on our list, of course, is exporting your stats so that you can sort every metric on your YouTube channel. In order to do that, of course, you want to add whatever metrics it is that you want to include in whatever it is that you are going to be exporting. And as you can see here, I can't click on average view duration. I can't click on average percentage viewed. I can click on views though. So I can sort by the videos that are driving the most views within the date range. But the idea is that you want to go up to this very top icon here and you want to export the current view. When you click on that, it's going to give you the option to open it in Google Sheets or to download a CSV so you can open it later in Excel. What I recommend you do is just go ahead and open it in Google Sheets. When you do that, you're going to have another option pop up in your browser here for Google Sheets. From there, all you have to do is you're going to come to this second line here and you want to delete that because it's a total count across all of your videos. Then you want to lock this very top row. And I'm going to highlight this in red to show you exactly what I'm going to do. So you do not have to highlight it in red, but I just did this so you can kind of see what's going on. So what you want to do in order to lock this is you want to click on that very top row, which is number 1, and then you want to go up to View, Freeze, 1 row. Now you can do any type of sorting and you do not have to worry about this moving around with that sorting, so you can make sure that you're always looking at the thing that matters to you. And then from there, if you wanted to sort by average view duration, then of course you can click on this arrow and then you can sort it in whichever direction that you want, from highest to lowest or from lowest to highest. You can pick whichever one you want. Next is the grouping feature inside of YouTube Analytics. So for the grouping feature, what you do for this is you can click on Compare To over on the right-hand side. Once you're in your advanced mode analytics, you can click on Groups here, or you can click into your channel name over here. And when you do that, then you have the option here for groups and you can create a new group. Now, the cool thing with groups on YouTube is you can see here that I have, thumbnails with my face on the right, thumbnails with my face on the left, and check out what I can do with this type of information. Now I have thumb face left over on this side, thumb face right over on this side. I'm going to change this to a multi-metric table. And then I can come down and I can see, and keep in mind, I do have to just put the disclaimer in here that, the video topics are also going to have an impact on this. How many videos that are in the group are going to have an impact on this. So you can balance some of those things out. But the idea here is that I can see just at a quick glance, and of course I would need to dig into this more to confirm what I'm looking at, but at a quick glance, I can see that even though my thumbnail with the face on the left has a lot more impressions, which means that it's harder to keep a higher click-through rate for that one, I'm getting a 5.1 click-through rate on the thumbs with my face on the left, and thumbs with my face on the right, I'm getting a 4.3. But it just gives you a general idea for whatever it is that you're looking at. So you can use this to test your calls to action in terms of how many subscribers have been driven. You can use this for all kinds of really interesting information to where you can compare content sets against each other. Next, you never want to rely on the click-through rate that you see in here. The reason for that is because this is averaged out across all the different traffic sources. Instead of looking at your click-through rate here, what you want to do, if you see the traffic sources over on this side, you want to click on See More here. And then as you go down into the See More area, you're going to see your click-through rate for each different traffic source. So you can see in this case, I have a 7.9%, pretty low impressions though, but a 7.9% in YouTube search, 1.9% in browse features. So in that situation, I would want to update this thumbnail. And if you see something like this, you should do the same on your end. But this information helps you better determine how people are responding to your content from the different traffic sources, which is really important, especially if you're targeting search, especially if you want to get more recommendation traffic from browse features and suggested videos. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is on your About Me page. Now, this one isn't necessarily like a hidden thing per se, but this one's going to help you keep your channel safe. So a lot of YouTube content creators will put their main email address here. And by main email address, I mean the email address that's connected directly to your YouTube account. So if somebody tries to hack your YouTube account, they can simply start right here, and they already have some information about how to get into your account. Now, of course, using two-factor authentication is what you want to do in order to fully protect yourself, but the very first step to create another layer of protection is to just have this email address that shows up right here not connected to your main account. So set up a different email for that. The next thing I'm going to show you, for all of you that are putting a link to your YouTube channel down in your description, or you're putting it up here in your channel art, you can turn that link into a subscribe button. All you have to do is go up to your YouTube channel URL from your homepage, and then you want to paste this code right here, which is !sub_confirmation equals 1. And when you do that and somebody clicks on that link, then they're going to get this dialog box right here that encourages them to subscribe to your YouTube channel. So instead of having a bunch of links that just kind of loop people around, you're actually creating an actual action that they can take to subscribe to your YouTube channel. This next one is going to save you a ton of time. I've mentioned this in some other videos, but what you want to do is you want to go down into your settings tab. Once you're in your settings tab, you want to go to upload defaults. Inside of your upload defaults, you have this area right here that is your description. So what you can do here is you can fill out all of the information here of things that you consistently put in your video description. And this is going to help you not have to do that every time, not have to copy and paste it from somewhere else, to where this is going to be a part of every upload that you do. So it's going to save you a ton of time. Within this, you can also set your visibility to unlisted. You can add any tags that you want in here. You can also go ahead and set your category. You can set your video language, all the things that you have to do with every upload. You can go ahead and take care of that here within this setting. And as a bonus, if you're a TubeBuddy user, you can actually add multiple upload defaults. So let's say, for example, that if you have one for your live stream, then you can add that within TubeBuddy and it'll change it for you here. Or if you have one for videos, or let's say you make different types of content, one piece of content is for one game, one piece of content is for another game, then in that situation, you can have one upload default for one game, one upload default for another game, and so on. But you got to be a TubeBuddy user for that. I'll put a link to them down in the description. The next one on this list is going to help you cut down on spam comments. Now, I cleaned mine out because there's a lot of obscene words that I typically add as well. But what you want to do is you want to click on the community option over here on the left-hand side. You want to scroll down, and then you're going to see this option here called blocked words list. Now, for this list, I recommend that you put in profanity. I recommend that you put in anything that people say that you typically don't like. But one thing that's also going to be beneficial to you is if you put the words hug, sub, subscribe to me, and WhatsApp. All of those are going to be beneficial to you because those are things that people typically use in order to try to get you to subscribe to their YouTube channels or to spam your comments. And of course, when people impersonate other content creators and they're trying to get them to go like get crypto and things like that, then in those cases, they'll usually build it around WhatsApp. So by doing that and variations of it, it's going to help you cut down on those spam messages. And while you're in here, make sure that you click the option to block links. This will keep people from dropping actual website addresses in your comments as well. And you also want to click on the defaults option here, and you want to click hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. And of course, you want to make sure that you check this box here if you're a live streamer as well. And then of course you hit save once all those changes are made. Next, you can power up a playlist and make a playlist more impactful in terms of YouTube recommending other content next to other content by simply going into your playlist, clicking this three-dot menu right here, going down to playlist settings, and then sliding this option to set as official series for this playlist over to on. And by doing that, you're telling YouTube that the videos in this series are directly related to one another. Now, as a quick tip for you, each video on YouTube can only be inside of one series playlist on the platform. So you want to make sure that you're thinking this out so that you can make sure that the content in there is relevant and directly related to each other. But by doing this, it's going to help you get more recommendations of your own videos as long as the content is marked in this way. If you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, I'm sure you've heard me talk about pinned comments. Just in case you have not though, you can pin a comment on YouTube as well to where you can direct people to other videos of yours. You can try to use this as a way to generate more engagement and so on. All you have to do is click on this three-dot menu over here on the right-hand side and choose pin, and then click pin again. And then it's going to lock your comment to the very top of the comment section. And look, as a YouTube content creator, there's probably a really good chance that you're making some mistakes that you don't know about as well. Click into this playlist right here to figure out what those might be. And if you want more YouTube related content and you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.